Good evening. This is Brittany Kuhlman, and this is my Module 4 for Understanding My Community and Garden City High School. So, some customs and traditions within Garden City, Kansas, and Garden City High School. For the city, we just finished Beef Empire Days. It's a 2 week long event where we are celebrating basically the cow and the beef industry and agriculture, and we have a huge parade. And we do a lot of community feeds. They did chuck wagons in the park, and then they also do a carnival, and there's just a lot of events going on with Beef Empire Days. The next one is Art in the Park. That's where local people can come out, set up a booth to sell their art. We also have the Finney County Fair. The Tumbleweed Festival is a more of a Christian festival. We will do like Praise in the Park. They bring in upcoming Christian artists. Um, and then again, just some worship at the zoo, basically. Boo at the Zoo is an event for our little kids. Usually, the high school has a booth. If they come in and they dress up as their Halloween costume, then we're giving out candy to them at the zoo. And then we also have the multicultural parade. And that usually falls around Cinco de Mayo, but it's not just for the Hispanic culture. We also have, all of our other cultures represented, and there's food trucks and a bunch of events. They do a talent show down at Stevens Park. For Garden City High School, a lot of our events relate to athletics. So our homecoming parade we do in September, October. That is a school-wide event. It's not just Garden City High School, though. Usually, our middle schools and our elementary schools they will be included in the parade. Um, One that is not athletic based is our arts and communications showcase. Um, we all within our academy we pick something to showcase to the community. We invite them into the school and we show them what we are doing. We're doing great things with our students, and our students are learning great things. The My Jersey Your Impact was started last year with our football team. A senior who was graduating, he would get to take his away jersey and find somebody within the community, and they would wear that jersey during senior night, and they would also walk with that athlete, and they would be explained to the community as to why they were chosen as their impact for their life. Our Friday night football games are huge for our community. There's usually an event going on before the game. They usually do tailgates. They had a steak cook-off, and and then they were judged, and the best steak in town was found, and it was really fun. Our athletes also do elementary greetings, so about every week we'll send 10 athletes to an elementary school. I think it's around 2 elementary schools, and they will be greeting those kids as they're walking into the school, giving them high fives and getting them ready for the day. And then lastly, the superintendent school of the week. Dr. Dominguez will pick a school each week of the school year. He'll go in and highlight who is the principal, some of the staff members, and what great things they are doing in that school. For the population characteristics, Garden City, I looked at our census from last year, and our population was around 28,000. Our highest employers are Tyson Foods, the school district, and then St. Catherine Hospital. Ethnicity-wise, we are 53% Hispanic, 35% white, and then the rest go into our African American, Asian, and so forth. For Garden City Public Schools, our enrollment is at 7,000 students with 17 schools. Minority-wise, our enrollment is at 81%. So our number of Hispanic students are 5,112 students. Our high school currently enrolls 2,200 students. For communication, the City of Garden City, they do have a Facebook page, a Twitter page, the city website. They do advertise on the radio as well. And then we do have a Garden City Telegram. However, they no longer print the telegram in Garden City. It comes from Hutchison, and they only get it, I believe, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So we are missing a lot of information now that's going on within our community. Most of the time, if we have athletic events, those scores and those highlights are not posted until the Tuesday newspaper when they used to be on the next day's newspaper. So moving the printing from Garden City to Hutch has kind of hurt the public. For school district, we have a school district Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as each school has their own. We have the school website. Garden City High School does have their own radio, and it does broadcast during the day. That is a class and a club. So students are broadcasting. Um, and then they also broadcast, along with the radio, like, live on YouTube. We do have a school newspaper, which is the Sugar Beet, and there's an example of kind of what it looks like on the screen. That is printed every other week, and that showcases things that are going on not only in the school, but in the community, and it's written by our students. Our district will send out weekly updates to anyone who subscribes to district emails, and that will list everything that is going on in the district for that week. And then also, our schools send out newsletters weekly. When it comes to community groups, Garden City does have the Citizens Academy. So they get to go, it's an 8-week program. They get to go and see everything Garden City, basically. They'll have a night with the police department and the jail. They'll get to see the SWAT vehicle. They'll be with the fire department one day. They'll meet with the city commission and talk about what they are voting on. So it's a very rewarding group. You get to understand Garden City more and how the city makes decisions. We also have Big Brothers Big Sisters, of course, the Salvation Army, and the Finney County Historical Society. They're really trying to get our downtown back up to being a historical site. For Garden City High School, we do have booster clubs for just about every athletic team. We have the Sideliners Club for football, the Six Man Club for baseball, not baseball, basketball. Um, and so, like I said, the Setters Club is volleyball. So we do have a lot of booster clubs. There are not any active PTO or PTA groups currently. We do offer a summer meals program at the high school. So the students, they just have to come to the high school. And this could be any student in the district, and they get to pick up breakfast and lunch. Um, we do offer fellowship Christian athletes at school. Halo, which is a Latina program where they promote education and stuff for Hispanics. We do have Books on the Bus, or Bob, and that goes around weekly to different locations for students to get books. And you can actually bring your own books to donate. And then we also have Stuff the Bus, a community event that is usually hosted in July. And we, as a school district, take donations from really anywhere. We have a bus that is located usually at Walmart, Target, and Dillon's. And then they'll take donations of backpacks, pencils, and then later on during enrollment, if somebody's having a hard time getting supplies, then they are allowed to go get a backpack full of supplies. Leadership wise, we have our mayor in Garden City, Deborah Euler, the city commission, and then our chamber of commerce. Garden or School district wise, we have the superintendent, Dr. Mike Dominguez, our school board, and then again at Garden City High School, there's no active PTA. We do have 6 administrators, and then the BL team, the SAT team, and our PLC leaders. Economic conditions. So in Garden City, our median income is actually at $53,000. Um, I thought that was interesting to see because our base salary for Garden City Public Schools is not anywhere close to that. I guess that is technically the household income would be the median of $53,000. But with Garden City Public Schools being a big employer, I was shocked to see that being a higher number. 13% of our community is below the poverty line. We do offer like Emmaus House for food. Salvation Army offers all kinds of things, and CASA also offers things for people that are having a hard time. And then the median housing value is around $153,000. There's kind of a housing crisis going on right now in Garden City. Um, there's not enough affordable housing, I guess, if that makes sense. We we have housing, but I mean, I get everywhere seeing the real estate. Um, but Garden City has really taken the initiative to build more affordable housing. So currently, there are all kinds of housing being developed. And then lastly, our unemployment rate is at 2.3%. And I thought that was really cool to see that we have such a low unemployment rate. However, we are bringing in a lot of new retail stores and restaurants, and I'm concerned as to where they think those people are going, where we're going to get people to work, I guess. Political structure, again, we have the mayor or city manager, Matt Allen. He's actually been winning awards for bringing in ideas and more businesses into Garden City. The city commission does a lot for our county and the city when it comes to deciding on if we need to raise taxes. And then our school board, they're going to make all the decisions for Garden City Public Schools. Social tensions. Recently, we've had an increase of crime, and it's mainly drug related. Um, we did have a PD session with the police department last year, and they were explaining to us that back like when I was in high school in 2008, 2011 area, gangs were huge in Garden City, and our gang task force they put all those people into jail. Well, now they're starting to get out of jail and they're coming back to Garden City. So we're seeing an increase in drug related crimes. There are some drama within the school system. There is a Facebook page that is, it says it's unbiased news for the school district, but it really doesn't seem to be very unbiased. The latest drama that they came out with is that our school district only hires male principals, even though we have a lot of female principals. I don't think we personally have any trouble between our private schools. We have 2 Catholic schools that are K through 6. Typically, I mean, they have a different curriculum than what we use, but if we call school, they call school. I don't believe there's any drama between them. And then lastly is our rivalry between Dodge City. It's like a community rivalry, it's not just high school. Um, when they were building our new high school about 10 years ago, the project manager was our neighbor, and we were asking him about, what is the design of the school looking like? And he was like, "Well, we were talking about auditoriums today." And the school district said, "As long as it's better than Dodge, then we're happy." So there's some rivalry and competing with our school district and Dodge City School District. So for previous community efforts, again, we have a downtown vision. They are trying to restore downtown. They want it to be a more family friendly oriented where you can shop local, eat local. But they're also trying to not keep it so historical. Like they're kind of contradicting themselves. They want to bring in these, it's called a silo. Um, and it's like a huge apartment complex with a shopping center underneath, and they wanna put that somewhere downtown, but they're also wanting to restore it to be historical, and I don't know where they're thinking they're gonna put that without cutting out a building. Um, our city does want to make Garden City the Southwest Kansas hub for shopping. Typically, if you want to do some decent shopping, you have to go to Denver or to Wichita, which is about 4 hours. So we have been getting new stores. We're getting a Kohl's. They just announced that we're getting a Burlington coat factory. We're finally getting a freestanding Starbucks, not just the one in Target. Then we've been getting also some new restaurants. They are in the process of building a new skate park, um, and we already have one, but this one is more for little kids. There is also one that is over by the fairgrounds that is more geared towards teenagers. And then again, like I said, they are working on affordable housing. Um, the only thing I've noticed with the affordable housing and them bringing in people to do that contract work is they're putting in a lot of townhouses and not single family homes. And I don't know if that would be something to disregard to the community is, oh, well, I have to share a wall with somebody. And then we're also doing a lot of athletic improvements to Garden City High School. We recently got a new turf field. The turf on there was 10 years old, so that got replaced. Our track is getting replaced. The gym floor is being replaced. And we're also getting new, we already have video boards, but they are replacing them with new and bigger ones. So lots of things going on in Garden City. For the power and structure, again, the city manager and the mayor and the city commission are going to be making the decisions for our city. Um, USD 457, our school board, superintendent, and building admin. So it's all going to they all correlate together. Our building admin is going to present something to the superintendent, or the mayor and the city manager will present something to the city commission, school board. They're going to vote on it, and if they vote it, we win. If they don't, if they vote it down, then we're not going to get what we want. So um, the school and the city, they do go kind of hand in hand with their power structure. Multicultural issues, other than having really like a language barrier, dress codes, I really don't think we have issues here in Garden City. There was a time a few years ago, I'm sure people saw it on the news. There's like a documentary about it that there were some men that were trying to, this is terrible, blow up a Somali community in Garden City. Um, Once that came out, like our community rallied with the Somalis, and there really isn't a multicultural issue. Language barrier wise, we do have a lot that speak Spanish, Burmese, and Vietnamese. We do have translators for those. Dress code. We have had to manipulate our dress code so that it fits the culture. So for some of our Somali students, they have to have a headdress on, and we allow that. Public opinion, social media is where we get a lot of how we are as a school district. The Facebook page that I mentioned, that was a news page, that is the Sunflower State of Mind. They are the ones that are kind of stirring the pot with who our school district is hiring and who they are not. Um, and we also, like, if we post something about not canceling school for a snow day, then we get a lot of backlash on our social media pages. I think we need to encourage people to go to our school board meetings, our school events, to help promote and make a better opinion to people about our school district. But I also think that our school needs to be present at those community events and show that we are wanting to be a part of the community. We have a new superintendent this year, and he is doing, I think, a phenomenal job at putting himself into the community. He goes not only to just about every event that our school district hosts, but he also goes to other events that are going on within our school district. He puts his face out there. He wants people to see him as Garden City Public Schools. Um, but there's also um, Beef Empire Days Parade I was at on Saturday, and there was not one thing or one float from our school district in that parade. So again, I think we as a school district and a school need to do a better job at being present at community events. From weaknesses to strengths. So the ones that had the least amount of bullet points were the multicultural issues and the public opinion. Again, I don't think we have multicultural issues within Garden City. We're just such a diverse town that we already live in diversity. I personally don't see issues or hear issues. And then just public opinions. I really just think we really need to do a better job at putting ourselves out there as a school district. I don't know what else needs to be added to that. So again, just being a positive influence within our community and have our district represented to our community. And there are my references.